What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and in this video we will be going over some predictions slash ideas on what we could possibly see for the New Year celebration, which we will actually find out in a little less than 3 days on the 25th, also Christmas Day. Sorry for the long break. I mean, I don't really got an explanation. I just feel like I needed to take some time and enjoy some free time, but we are back, and we're definitely going to be dropping some more videos headed toward the 11th anniversary. It's much closer than you guys think, so start saving stones. I would very highly recommend not summoning on whatever the units are, even if it's like your favorite character. I mean, we all know how big and special the anniversary is. The characters are going to be much better than what we see in New Year's, unless they make some crazy character and they're actually just number one in the game, then maybe you could throw a couple stones, but I'm definitely going to be saving. But in this video, we're just going to go over a few things we could see and make the percentages that I would think of this certain set of units to actually drop. So without further ado, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you're new, turn on those notifications for any new videos, and let's dive into our first set here. I want to go slow because I don't want to scroll too far and spoil the next set. But starting up right here, I think this is a very, very possible scenario. We have Saiyan Saga Kaioken Goku versus Great Ape Vegeta. The reason I put this one, I think, is it's just so easy to get done. I mean, we already seen a bunch of giant characters like Hirudegarn, Cell Max, and stuff like that, so I think it's very, very easy to just throw out a Great Ape Vegeta like that. No giant form, just playable Great Ape Vegeta. We don't even have one in the game. They're all giant forms, so I think it's about time we see something like this. And honestly, I feel like it's been a minute for some Saiyan Saga buffs, so I think this is a very, very good one right here. And I'll give about, I mean, I can't give these all high percentages, but because if I gotta add it up to 100%, you know what I'm saying? But I would really highly consider this. I think it's like a 40% chance. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if a lot of people have even considered this as a choice, but it definitely is to me, and I can definitely see these two units dropping come Christmas Day. We do have 10, so that is the first of 10. Wait, actually, I think we might have 11, because I remember I added a bonus one. Kind of jokish, but I think it is a possibility. Excuse me. Moving on to the next one is going to be Super Saiyan 3 Goku versus Janemba. So the reason for this one is all over Twitter. I'm seeing this pattern, and I'm realizing that it's definitely true, because I did look back in the Dokkan Wiki, which we could Loki actually just do right now. So if we hop into the Dokkan Wiki, and we go to these categories right here in Super Saiyan 3, we have a kind of a pattern going on with the release date. So this is the New Year's of Super Saiyan 2 Goku transforming into 3 versus Kid Buu, and that was the 2021 New Year celebration. And then if we go ahead and back out, only 2 years later, we see the same thing of the 2023 celebration, which was Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Hirudegarn. So if we follow this method and add 2 more years to it, we would be in 2025, which is going to be the next set of New Year's units. So I could definitely see them following this little pattern they had going on. It might not be on purpose, but it definitely is something that's happening between those two units. So that is the reason for this, and not only just that it's a pattern, so I had to put a Super Saiyan 3 in here. I would really love this as a celebration. I mean, we haven't seen, when is the last Janemba? Like, while we're on here, let me go to the English version so I can actually see here. But when is the last, like, Janemba drop? if we go to movie bosses here, and we just scroll. I mean, we had the Easy A. That doesn't count. I want an actual drop. We had the Super Easy A with Super Janemba. And we're going far back here. We're going far back here. We have another SDR right there. Wait, did I pass it already? I think... Oh, because this doesn't show because of the Easy A's. But I think it is the Super Janemba drop. All the way back in 2022 now. I definitely think that is going to be the last time we've seen a Janemba. It's plenty of time. Excuse me. It was at the start of year also of 2022. So this is coming up on a full 3 years around without a brand new Janemba. Please comment down below if I'm mistaken there. But that is definitely seeming like the case. So there is no doubt about it. He is hype enough to get a Dokkan Fest character. And I think this would be a very, very cool celebration that a lot of people would enjoy. So I would definitely give this a high percentage. I give it a cool like 55%. Like you have, oops. I mean, I was going to go there in a little bit anyways, but you're going to have the Super Saiyan 3 2-year pattern, and Super Saiyan 3 Goku in general is just a highly loved character. And then you have my personally, like, one of the coolest villains, in my opinion, in Janemba, which hasn't got a unit in coming up on a full 3 years. So I think this is the perfect opportunity for Dokkan to take a shot and go with this as the New Year celebration. Moving on, we've got Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and Full Power Bojack from Bojack Unbound, obviously. Reason explanation for this is just because if we come to these categories again, sorry to keep jumping to this, but just a way to get my point across. I mean, I was about to say that this is the newest Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, but I'm talking specifically about the Bojack movie is only, unless one of these other Gohans, I don't really see. Yeah, but it seems like this is the only Bojack Unbound Gohan, which is coming up. Not even coming up. It's been 5 years. So there is no reason he couldn't get a card on New Year's Day. Not New Year's Day, but New Year's celebration. And then we also come down to Bojack. We got this Easy A here, but as a drop. I'm pretty sure this was the last one, which has been well beyond 4 years already. So, 2 fresh units right here as TURs that haven't gotten units on 5 years and 4 years. So, the reasoning, it's just been a while, and I just think this is very valid. I mean, people love Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. I'm a personally big fan of Bojack. I know some people don't like him, I'm assuming. But this is a celebration that I can get down with. Obviously, I said I'm not summoning regardless, but if I were to summon, I could consider this as a summoning for Gohan. Moving on to the next one. Oh, wait, I gotta give this one a percent. Is UI and Kefla. Come up and give this one a percent. A little lower than these first two. I would give it like a 15% chance. I mean, it's a cool celebration, but will they do it? Maybe, but probably not. UI, Goku, and Kefla. This is a little bigger than all the other ones we've had so far. I mean, it's a big name in UI Goku, and I would consider Kefla a big name also. This is a big character. Let's just see when they've gotten their last cards. I mean, UI Goku has just got the Tech UI. So, I mean, that's been 2 years, right? Yeah. No, 1 year, actually. Okay. So, like, they could do it, though. Like, they've been just dropping Universal Survival Saga like nothing. We've gotten also, one of the big reasons I actually can expect this, or see it happening, is this Easy A that we've gone for the Transforming Kefla. She's insane. So I can very, very highly consider this as a celebration. Will it happen? Probably not, like I said. But if they're wanting to attract players, that sounds crazy. If they want to draw players to come get their summons, Ultra Instinct Goku is a simple way to do it. So that's kind of my reasoning behind this one. But I would also give this one a 15% chance. I don't know how often they would drop just a big name like this. Like, yeah, it's been a year, but that's still kind of much closer than the other characters have been getting. Their characters, like the 4 years and the 5 years for Gohan and Bojack, so compared to the only 1 year. So I'm not sure if they'll do it, but if they do, this would be a banger celebration. What type of Easy A's can we even see from this celebration if they were to do it? I don't think their time is up. No. We can see the Super Easy A for him. It was actually rumored, I think, on the 10th anniversary celebration was when people were talking about a possible Super Easy A for the Evolution Vegeta. But I think we could see the Easy A's for the side character units if they don't have them. Yeah, because we've already got the Easy A's for the year 6 units, so the side banner units are sitting right there. I mean, I guess we could see those sub Easy A's right there. Not really the biggest focus for me is seeing who can Easy A, but just a prediction for the actual units themselves. I mean, we did have this unit also, which we thought was going into a Kefla. Well, I thought. I'm not sure who else thought that, but I definitely personally thought this was going to go into a Kefla. And the reason it didn't kind of draws me to the possibility of this happening a little bit more. So, maybe. But I'm going to stick with the 15% chance. Obviously would be very cool. But I'm not going to put it up there with a high percentage to see a UI Goku on Christmas Day. Right here, this is going to be my most wanted, I would say, New Year's celebration in Super Saiyan 2 Goku and Majin Vegeta. This is something that would be more difficult for me to summon. I mean, Majin Vegeta is like top 3 favorite characters for me. Right behind Super Vegito and probably just Vegeta himself. But when you go Majin Vegeta, this makes me want to summon. Will I? I think I would be able to pull through no matter who this character is, but man, it would definitely be very, very difficult. We can see the Int Majin Vegeta Easy A right here, which would actually be super, super cool. And we also have gotten this unit right here quite recently on that Majin Buu Saga. So if he were to go ahead and lead that, we can see a very solid team if you can go ahead and mix it. I mean, obviously you got this Majin Vegeta, which would suck because they probably wouldn't link unless he was a transforming one. But you do have this Majin Vegeta right here. You have the Gohan. Obviously, you have the year 10. You have a lot of viable options for this team. And whatever else the leader skill would be, but you just getting those few units, most recent, I can see this happening. Yeah, it's not a Super Saiyan 3 Goku like the pattern, but is it really a pattern if they're not going to follow it? Like, it's been 2 years, right? So, like, what are the odds they just keep doing it? I don't know. It's definitely a pattern that is happening, so I guess we could see it, but this right here would be the celebration I would like to see the most. I'll give it a 30% chance. Not likely, but man, just imagine we load up that stream on Christmas Day and we see this as the celebration. Some people got to be hype out there. I would be hype. But there's no way that people like would dislike this, I feel like. Like, even if you're not going to summon, like, enjoy the presence of these two characters. So I'll give that one a 30% chance. Definitely going to be my #1 most wanted, I would see here. Okay. I did want to make a little message before I scrolled here, but I wasn't really prepared, and I didn't know it was coming up. This is like a 5... No. Yeah. This is like a 2% chance. I definitely do not see this happening, and the simple reason is, with the 11th anniversary coming up, I would hope the next time that they do these characters is definitely in LR form. I could definitely see them being TURs at some point, but I just feel like with the 11th anniversary so close, they have to capitalize, and the next time they do this has to be LRs. Unless they're going to make New Year's LRs again, like Orange Piccolo and Beast Gohan. Well, Beastless Gohan back in the day. I'm not sure if they're going to do this. Again, hold on, where am I looking for? Movie heroes. I'm not sure if they're ever going to do this again, but if you do go back and recall these two units, they made them LRs. Like, it was just so big, they had to be LRs. Like, it was genuinely not a, like, concern to make these characters TURs. So, the reason I'm saying a 2% chance for this to happen is just because I never see them going back to the LR format in New Year's. I don't. Unless it's something so big. That sounds crazy. Unless it's something so popular and so important to the game that they have to make it LRs, I do not see this ever happening. So, definitely a 2% chance. Would I be hyped? Yes. Would I summon? No. I would definitely be able to pull through on this. Unless they were LRs and unless they were really good, I would have to consider. But 11th anniversary is too close for me to just blow every stone that I have. So, once again, I'm not going to talk too much about this one because it's not happening. 2% chance. Oh yeah, and also this is a 0% chance, but I did 0.1% chance just because it could happen. But this is following off the same pattern of Namek Goku. We have Super Saiyan Namek Vegeta from Sparking Zero. The What If. This would blow minds across universes. And imagine they went to the LR format as well and decide to drop this. You got to be kidding me. I would actually I think I would. If there was going to be a celebration where I might throw 100 or 200 stones at the banner, it would be for Super Saiyan Namek Vegeta. This is absolutely not happening, and it's a crazy fever dream. But I had to put it on here just because it's a reasonable New Year's if they were gonna do this. But obviously, it would have to be coming to LRs again. I don't see these characters as TURs. I just think they're too popular. It's too important to be a TUR, especially with the 11th anniversary right here. So I see this guy 80% to be in the 11th anniversary. Whether it's part 1 or part 2, I'm saying like a smooth 80% chance on this guy's in the 11th anniversary in any way, shape, or form. But this one I just put just because I thought of it when I was making this. I mean, when you go to New Year's, they don't have to be... What's it called? They do not have to be both Super and then Extreme Class in any way, shape, or form. Because I think I'm going too far. Whoops. Didn't mean to hit that. Whoop. My mouse froze. USB device not connected. Did my mouse just unplug? Hold on. Alright, we're back. I'm not sure what happened there. My mouse disconnected in some way, shape, or form. But, oh, here he is. He was up here because he actually leads it. But this was a New Year's drop last year. And we obviously see the Super Fizz on Glorio. And then obviously, I don't think he's on Demonic Power. This was a bad category to go to. My bad. But, and then you go to the Goku. I almost said Vegeta. He's obviously Super Class. So, I don't think they're going to ever follow a pattern where it has to be. And also, the Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo. So, it's definitely not having to be both Super and then followed by Extreme Class. So, that would be that right there. This one is also I don't think very likely. The reason for this one is quite simple explanation. If we go ahead and drop down to movie heroes, we have this unit who just dropped. This is literally a few months. So that's the reason I don't think this happened. This is a totally different Golden Frieza, so it could happen. But this is definitely one I wouldn't consider highly. Give it a 10% chance. But I could definitely see it happening as a New Year's at some point, or a Golden Week at some point. But now I don't think is definitely the time. Golden Frieza did just get this unit. And, I mean, Blue Vegeta been a minute. No, not really, because he just had the GDC LR. So, there is definitely space and time before we can see a celebration like this. So, we could low-key give it an 8% chance, even less, but we did just have a Blue Vegeta. Obviously, this also is not the same Blue Vegeta that we're showing, but it's still Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta. So, and it's still Golden Frieza. So, the reason I'm giving this a low 8% chance of happening, but it's still a possibility to me just because it's a cool matchup, and I think Golden Frieza versus Blue Vegeta is hype. A lot of people don't like the RF movie. It's fair, but y'all have your own opinions. I personally think this would be a cool celebration to happen. And also, we do have this character sitting here that we can go ahead and easy A. Where are we at? Page 2. Right here. 3 years now. 3 years now. So, definitely on the table to me. But, definitely low percent chance just because of how recent these units have gotten character specifics. Another crazy one, I feel like this one, I don't think this one would have to be LRs. If you consider using Super Saiyan Gohan into Ultimate Gohan against the Gammas, I can see this being URs. I would like a tag Gammas, but I don't know if they would do that as a TUR. This one's going to also be a 5% chance. Very hype and very worthy of being a New Year's celebration, but just having such hype characters and then also having a tag, or even if they were duo units as a TUR, would be pretty interesting. But the reason I do have it on here is just always the possibilities we have with easy A's. I don't know why I almost clicked the LR Gammas, but boom, 3 years will it be when New Year's drops. Obviously, he came out with Piccolo. 3 years, so it will be when New Year's drops. And then we had the TUR Gammas, 3 years. And then obviously Gamma 2 dropped with him. 3 years. This would be so insane and a very, very crazy celebration if they drop these units and then go ahead and easy the Gammas and or the New Year units in Piccolo and Gohan. Sticking around the same theme right here is the same exact format, but just replacing the Gammas with the Orange Piccolo. Same easy A, same scenario. 3 years, 3 years, 3 years, 3 years. And obviously a very hype and worthy New Year celebration. I would really like, whenever they do drop a standalone Orange Piccolo, for it to be an LR. But I don't feel like I would be surprised to see this guy as a TUR. I don't know why. I do not feel like I would be surprised. So we're giving this another 5% chance. And moving on to the final one. I know some of you might have seen it. Accidentally scrolled down too far. But this is a complete troll. We got Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid Buu. So let's just talk about this. I know what you guys are thinking. Or if you're not thinking this, there might be something wrong with you. When's the LR Kid Buu finally happening? So if we consider this as the New Year celebration, it's been 3 years since this last Kid Buu. He's definitely due time for a new unit. If he drops on New Year's, are the odds of him being a TUR again high? Yes. Does that delay the inevitable LR Kid Buu? Yes. unless they take the 2%. Damn, that's the same thing. The 2% route of the New Year's units being LRs again. We might see the inevitable. And another thing to talk about, he would be coming along with the 2-year pattern following Super Saiyan 3 Goku. The only reason that's drawing me a little bit away from this is the fact that these units were New Year's. So it would almost be this same exact celebration, just not a transforming Super Saiyan 3 Goku. This might be one of the highest odds to me. If we gave 55% to the Janemba movie, I'm going to give this 50% chance. This would piss a lot of people off if we see another Kid Buu drop without that LR rarity. Let me know what you guys think. If they actually were to drop this Kid Buu, would they actually go back to the LR format in New Year's? I don't think so, man. I think if they actually did this, it would unfortunately be another TUR Kid Buu. That's going to be the last one. I'm definitely going to stick with the 50% chance. Let me know what you guys think on all of these predictions. These are not all my predictions. These are just, like, obviously these two. These are just putting it out there. Like, I'm just putting some of these I'm just putting out there because if it happens, I guessed it. You know what I'm saying? But these are definitely not highly likely at all. I mean, you got 5%, I would say, for those two. I'd give this an 8% chance. This is a 0.1. This is a 1. This, I think I gave a 20. I think I might have gave it higher, like a 30 or something. This is around a 15. This is around a 15. This is a 55. And I'll give this one, I think I gave it 20. I think I gave it 20. I'll bump it to 30 if it wasn't 20. But let me know on all these scenarios, which one would you like the best? Which one would you dislike? Would you summon? Which ones you wouldn't summon on? Let me know all down below in the comments. That's going to be the predictions video. Finally, my final prediction. I'm gonna go with the Majin Vegeta scenario. Even though it's not a Super Saiyan 3 Goku, they could make it a Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Like, no one said it had to match up fully. I mean, they could just make Dokkan original. So that will be my final prediction. Is this scenario right here. Most logical, I think, is this. Both units in due time, and I think would be a banger celebration. Once again, let me know on all of these scenarios. Thank you guys for watching. Smash the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you guys. Peace out.